Okay, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. So for today's video, I will continue chapter 2, which is quadratic functions. Okay, so for today's video, I will teach you subtopic 2.2, which is types of roots of quadratic equations. So for this subtopic, the first lesson that you need to know is, you need to know what is the types of roots of quadratic equation, and also what is the value of discriminant. What is the value of discriminant? Okay, now, look at look at here, discriminant. What does it mean by discriminant? Discriminant is the value, okay, the discriminant is this one, b square minus 4ac. Okay, the b square minus 4ac, we call it as a discriminant. The value of the discriminant will decide what types of roots of the quadratic equations. So look at here. Okay, now, okay, so you need to know that there is three types of roots. Three types of roots. Okay, look at the first one. If the discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, so the equation has two different real roots. Okay, and then the second one, if the discriminant is b square minus 4ac equal to 0, then the equation has two equal real roots. So two equal real roots. Okay, now the third one, if the discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac, less than 0, so it means that the equation has no real roots. Okay, maybe you still not understand what is the function of the discriminant and how to determine the types of roots, so it's okay, but you just need to remember that there is three types of roots, which is the first one is two different real roots, two equal real roots, and no real roots. Okay, for two different real roots, the discriminant is b square minus 4ac greater than 0, and then for two equal real roots, the discriminant is b square minus 4ac equal to 0, and then the last types of roots is no real roots, where the discriminant is b square minus 4ac less than 0. So you just need to remember this one, okay? Okay, so we continue to the example. Okay, now look at the example. Okay, look at the example. Example 6. Determine the types of roots for each of the following quadratic equation. Okay, so I will show you the working one by one. Okay, A, the equation is x squared plus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. So we want to determine the types of root. So in order for you to determine the types of root, you need to find the value of the discriminant. What is the discriminant? Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Okay, now solve this one. Okay, solve this one. B squared. What is the value for b in this equation? 5, right? So substitute b with 5 and then square minus 4a. What is the value of a? 1. And then the value of c? Negative 6. Okay, now look at here. Okay, now in your calculator, okay, 5 squared 25 minus 4 and then minus 4 times 1 times negative 6. Okay, then you got 49. Okay, 49 is greater than 0. If the value of the discriminant is greater than 0, so what is the types of root? Okay, look at the back. Look at here. Look at here. So if the value of discriminant is greater than 0, then we know that the equation has two different real roots. Okay, so we know that the equation has two different real roots. Okay, so that's it. That is the answer. Okay, now look at question B. Question B, the equation is negative 4x squared plus 4x minus 1 equal to 0. So what should you do? B squared minus 4ac. Okay, so b squared, what is the value of b squared? 4, right? So 4 squared minus 4, a is negative 4, c is negative 1. Okay, now 4 squared, 16. Okay, now this one negative 4 times negative 1, you got 4, right? So negative positive negative, so 16 negative 16. So 16 negative 16, then the answer will be 0. So if the value of discriminant is 0, so we know that the equation has equal real roots. Okay, like that. Okay, two equal real roots. Okay, now look at C. C, the equation is 2x squared minus 4x plus 5 equal to 0. Okay, now substitute in the discriminant minus 4ac. B squared is negative 4 squared minus 4, a is 2, and then c is 5. Okay, now negative 4 square 16, okay, and then minus 4, okay, 2 times 5, 10, okay, now 16 negative 40, so 16 minus 40, you got negative 24, which is less than 0. So we know that this one has no real roots. Okay, just like that. This is the answer. Very easy. We are still in example 6. Okay, I already done the working, right? And then we know that this one, for A, the types of root is two different real roots. So what does it mean by two different real roots? Okay, I will explain to you based on the graph. Okay, you know that the graph of the quadratic function is smiley ataupun masam, right? So two different real roots. So example like this. Two different real roots. So it maybe this is just the sketch of the graph. Two different real roots. So it means that the root is not equal. So it can be like this. Okay, like this. Two different, so it must have two roots but different number. So maybe this one 1, this one 4, like that. Okay, so this is what we call as two different real roots. The root is it has two roots, but then the value of the root is not equal. That's why the types of roots is two different real roots. Okay, this is how the graph show the definitions of the types of roots. Now class, we go through for question B. Okay, so the question B we got, the answer is two equal real roots. So how can I explain to you based on the graph? So this is how it looks like. Okay, so this is the graph. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so for the types of root, this one two equal real root, it means that the value is like this. Okay, like this. For example, like this. So it touched only at the 1 point. So this one is the root. This one is the root. So for example, this one 4. Okay, so means that two equal real roots. So means that there is two equal real root. It's the same root here. This is how the types of root for two equal real roots. This is how the graph is. Okay, now look at C. Okay, for C, we got the answer is no real root. So no real root, you just can consider that this one, it doesn't touch the graph doesn't touch the x-axis. So it is like this. Okay, I think you already see this graph. Okay, this is fx, right? As usual, this is x. So the graph is like this. So it doesn't touch the x-axis because of what? Roots must the graph roots is the point where graph and the x-axis intersect to each other. So for this graph, it doesn't touch the x-axis. So that's why no real roots. Okay, so remember this graph. All right. Okay, class. We continue to the next lesson, which is solving problem involving types of roots of quadratic equation. So here we need to solve the problems. So normally for this subtopic, you just need to find the unknown, the value of the unknown. So okay, now look at example 7. Example 7a. The quadratic equation x squared plus k plus 3 equal to kx, where k is a constant. This one, the unknown k is the constant. So we know equation x squared plus k plus 3 equal to kx, where k is the constant. If constant means k has a value. So the types of root is it has 2 equal real roots. So 2 equal real roots. So the question asks you to find the possible values of k. So if the question, the information given is 2 equal real roots. So the discriminant is b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So remember, b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Okay. So now we want to find the value of k. So this is the equation given. Okay. So what should we do? we arrange this one first. So x square plus k plus 3 kx, bring it to the left, negative kx equal to 0. So we need to arrange x square, k, okay, this one first, negative kx plus k plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so now, okay, the value of a is 1, the value of b is negative k, the value of c is k plus 3, k plus 3. So now, this one, you need to key in the discriminant, this one, b square, which one b? This one, negative k square minus 4a, a is 1, c is k plus 3. Okay, equal to 0. Because why I already put equal to 0? Because we already know that this type of this equation is 2 equal real roots. Okay, so solve this one, this equation. So negative k square, so k square, negative 4k, negative 4 times 1 times k, so negative 4k, negative 4 times 1 times plus 3, so negative 12 equal to 0. Okay, now, so done this one, then you just need to key in your calculator. AQN degree 2. So the value of a 1, the value of b negative 4, the value of c negative 12. The value of c negative 12, so the answer will be x is equal to 6. And then another one, x2 is equal to negative 2. So we can consider this one as x minus 6, x plus 2 equal to 0. So this is the answer. Okay, that's it. Very easy actually. So look at B. Look at B. Question B. The roots of the equations is this one, where p is the constant, and then are real and different. So find the range of values of p. Okay, so copy back the equation. P plus 2 x square minus 2 px equal to 3 minus p. Okay, now this question given already, which is the types of root is real and different. So real and different, the discriminant, what is the discriminant for this type of root? So b square minus 4ac greater than 0. Okay, now look at the question. Find the range of values of p. Why they ask you the range? But for a, they ask you to just the possible value. But for b, they ask you range, because the types of root is real different. So real different root greater than 0. So this one is inequalities, right? If it is inequalities, then this the question will ask you to find the range. Okay, now, okay, this is we already know. So this one you need to rearrange this equation. Okay, so solve this one. P plus 2 x square negative 2 px negative 3 plus p equal to 0. Okay, so the value of a, this one, b is this one, c is this one. Okay, now key in the discriminant. B square negative 2 p square minus 4 a is here, p plus 2, and then 4ac, c is negative 3 plus p, and then okay, greater than 0. Okay, so greater than 0. So this one, negative 2p square, 4p square minus negative 4 times p, negative 4p. Okay. Okay, I shouldn't solve this one first. Okay, solve this one first, this bracket first. Okay, so p times negative 3, negative 3p, p times p square, and then this one, negative 6, this one, plus 2p greater than 0. Okay, 4p square. Okay, 4p square. Okay, this one, negative 4 again, p square, negative 3p plus 2p, so negative p, negative 6 greater than 0, so 4p square, negative 4p square, expand, and then this one, negative positive, 4p, negative positive, 6 times 4, 24 greater than 0. Okay, so 4p square minus p, so equal 4p square minus 4p square, so you can cut. Okay, now the remaining, this is the only remain, 4p plus 24 greater than 0. Okay, now we want to find the range of p, right? So what should you do? You need to bring this one to the right. So 4p negative 24, and then this one, okay, divide by 4. So you got p negative 24, negative 12, just like this. Okay, that's it. Very easy. Okay, now by additional information here, if this is I think some of you will not remember. Okay, if there is negative 4p greater than negative 24, if this one is negative 4, and then you need to divide with negative 4, right? This one put negative 4. So if it involves the negative, so means that the symbol here you need to change. So p Okay, you need to change from greater than to less than. So like this. Okay, in case if the division is negative, but if the division is positive, just stay the symbol. But if the division is negative, then you need to change the symbol. Okay, class, sorry class, this one it is not 12, negative 24 divided by 4, the answer is 6 now. P greater than negative 6, sorry for the wrong. Okay, this one, this is the right one, sorry for the typo. Okay, now look at C. Look at C. Okay, for C, the question asks you, for C, okay, the question asks you, given the quadratic equation is, okay, copy, the quadratic equation is x squared plus 4x plus 13 equal to m2 minus x. Okay, this is the equation where m is the constant, has no real roots. So find the range of the value of m. So no real roots, it means that the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, what, less than 0. This is for no real roots discriminant, okay? So the question asks you to find the range of values of m. Okay, now we solve it now. Okay, this one. Okay, this one we need to solve, we need to simplify this one first. Okay, so x squared plus 4x plus 13, okay? So this one equal to 2m negative mx. Okay, sorry, 2m negative mx. Okay, so x squared plus 4x plus 13 negative 2m positive mx equal to 0. Okay, now, so x squared, where is the x? This one and also this one. Okay, so plus 4x plus mx, and then plus 13 minus 2m equal to 0. Okay, now x squared, this one for x plus mx, then you need to factorize. You need to factorize the unknown x to the outside. So x 4 plus m plus 13 minus 2m equal to 0. Okay, now we already know the value of a, the value of b, and then the value of c. Now key in the discriminant. So b squared minus 4ac less than 0. So b squared is here. 4 plus m squared minus 4a here, this one. And then c, 13 minus 2m less than 0. Okay, so now solve this one. Okay, so this one, okay, you need to expand the way you expand before this, but this is my method on how to expand in easiest way. So 4 square 16, m square 2 times m, 2m times 4, 8m's. Okay, so negative 4 times 1, negative 4, 13 minus 2m less than 0. So 16 plus m square plus 8m negative positive negative 4 times 13, then you got 52 negative positive 4 times 2, 8m less than 0. Okay, now we arrange the equation m square, and then where's the value of m? This one, right? Okay, m 8 plus 8, so 16m, and then negative 52 plus with 16, so the answer is negative 36 less than 0. Okay, now key in your calculator. Okay, now a is 1, b is 16, c is negative 36, so the answer will be m is equal to 2, and then another m is equal to negative 18. Okay, now the range. Okay, the question asks you the range, right? Okay, for this one, see. Okay, so for this one, the range is like this. Okay, you will get m minus 2, m plus 18. Okay, so we know that m minus 2, m plus 18 less than 0. So we still cannot find the range because there is 2 value here. Okay, guys, we continue. We already get this one right. So, okay, this is not finished yet because this is not, we didn't know the range. So what should you do? Okay, just do it like this. Okay, this one, just assume this is the value of m. So this is the answer of m. The first m is 2, and the second one is negative 18. So 2, this one negative 18. So just assume like this. Okay, this is the value of m. This is the value of m. Okay, so what should you do? Okay, so okay, the value of m is 2 and negative 8. So it is in between 2 and negative 8. So this one, this is the positions of m here. So m is in here. So we know that m greater than negative 18 and then less than 2. So this is the answer. Okay.